The vast emptiness of space held many secrets. Among them was a small blue planet called Earth. For years, it spun quietly in its orbit, unknown to the wider galaxy. But that was about to change. High above Earth's atmosphere, a sleek spaceship appeared out of nowhere. Inside, 3 alien beings stared at the view screen. Their skin was a deep purple, and they had 4 arms each. These were the Zortans, known across the galaxy as great explorers. "Captain Zix, we found another inhabited planet," said the navigator, pointing a long finger at Earth. Captain Zix leaned forward, his 6 eyes blinking rapidly. "Interesting. Let's take a closer look." For days, the Zortans watched Earth. They saw the cities, the oceans, and the forests. They listened to radio signals and watched TV broadcasts. At first, they were excited. But soon, that excitement turned to laughter. "Look at them," chuckled Zix. "They still use fossil fuels. And their space program, they've barely left their own planet." The crew joined in the laughter. To them, humans seemed primitive and weak. The Zortans had mastered faster-than-light travel centuries ago. They could create energy from nothing and cure any disease. Compared to them, humans were like cavemen. "We should report this to the Galactic Council," said Zix, wiping tears of laughter from his eyes. The Galactic Council was a group of the most powerful alien races in the galaxy. They met on a massive space station that orbited a star near the center of the Milky Way. When the Zortans arrived to give their report, the council chamber was packed. Zix stood before the council, a hologram of Earth floating behind him. "Esteemed members of the council," he began, "we have discovered a new planet called Earth. It's inhabited by a species known as humans." The council members leaned forward, interested. But as Zix described Earth and its people, snickers began to spread through the room. "They still fight wars over land and resources," Zix said, shaking his head. "And their lifespan is less than a century." By the end of the presentation, the entire council was roaring with laughter. The blob beings of Gluten Prime jiggled with mirth. The crystal entities of Sparklos 9 vibrated so hard they nearly shattered. "These humans sound absolutely ridiculous." Gundgrak, the leader of the warlike Kraxus, "I bet my youngest hatchling could conquer their entire planet." Now, said Xilara, the wise leader of the peaceful Lumina. "We shouldn't judge too harshly. But I must admit, they do seem rather underdeveloped." For weeks, Earth became the biggest joke in the galaxy. Comedians on thousands of planets made humans the butt of their jokes. "Why did the human cross the galaxy?" "Oh wait, they can't," was a popular one-liner. Some alien races even started a betting pool on how long it would take humans to discover faster-than-light travel. The longest bet was for 1,000,000 years, and many thought even that was too optimistic. But not everyone was laughing. In a dark corner of the council chamber, a hooded figure watched silently. This was Zora, a member of the ancient and mysterious Watchers. Her people had seen the rise and fall of countless civilizations. "Fools," she whispered to herself. "They mock what they don't understand. These humans, there's something special about them. I can feel it." Zara decided to keep a close eye on Earth. She had a feeling that the galaxy was in for a big surprise. Little did the laughing aliens know, their mockery had set the stage for an epic showdown. Humans were about to show the galaxy what they were truly capable of. The joke, as they would soon learn, was on them. For now, Earth continued to spin, blissfully unaware of the galactic community's ridicule. But the day was coming when humanity would step onto the cosmic stage. And when that day came, the laughter would stop. The laughter at Earth's expense echoed through the galaxy for months. But as with all jokes, this one was starting to get old. The alien races were looking for something new to entertain them. In the Grand Hall of the Galactic Council, Grak, the Kraxus leader, stood up. His scaly skin glistened under the starlight streaming through the crystal dome. "Friends," he growled, "I have an idea. Why don't we give these humans a chance to prove themselves? The room fell silent. Then slowly grins spread across the faces, or equivalent features, of the council members. Lara, the Lumina leader, spoke next. Her voice was like soft chimes in the wind. What do you suggest, Grak? Grak's yellow eyes gleamed. A challenge, a cosmic competition. We'll invite the humans to participate in a series of tests against champions from other worlds. The council chamber erupted in excited chatter. The idea was perfect. It would provide entertainment and settle once, and for all just how pathetic humans really were. But how do we contact them? Asked a tentacled being from the water world of Aquaran. They don't even have faster-than-light communication. Zix, the Zortan captain who had discovered Earth, stepped forward. Leave that to me, he said with a smirk. Back on Earth, it was a normal day. People went about their lives, unaware of their galactic audience, but that was about to change. At exactly noon, every screen on the planet, TVs, computers, smartphones, even electronic billboards, suddenly went blank. Then a face appeared. It was purple, with 6 blinking eyes. Humans around the world gasped. People of Earth, Zix's voice boomed in every language simultaneously. I bring a message from the Galactic Council. In homes, offices, and streets, humans stood frozen, staring at the alien face. Zix continued, you have been chosen to participate in a cosmic challenge. Your planet will face off against champions from across the galaxy in a series of trials. This is your chance to prove your worth to the galactic community. As Zix explained the challenge, reactions on Earth varied wildly. Some people panicked, running into the streets and shouting about alien invasions. Others cheered, excited at the prospect of proving humanity's skills. Governments around the world scrambled to respond. In Washington, D.C., the President of the United States addressed the nation. My fellow Americans, and indeed, my fellow Earthlings, she said, her voice steady despite the unprecedented situation. We face a challenge unlike any in human history, but I am confident that together we will show the galaxy what humanity is truly capable of. Similar speeches echoed around the globe. For the first time in history, the people of Earth were truly united in a common cause. The next week was a flurry of activity. A global committee was formed to select Earth's champions. They needed the best of the best: athletes, scientists, soldiers, artists, and thinkers from every corner of the planet. Among those chosen was Dr. Emily Chen, a brilliant physicist from Singapore. There was also Jamal Okafor, an Olympic decathlete from Nigeria, and Sofia Mendoza, a master strategist and chess champion from Argentina. Rounding out the team were individuals with unique skills from every continent. As the chosen champions gathered to begin their training, the rest of humanity held its breath. The future of Earth and the galactic community rested on their shoulders. Meanwhile, in the depths of space, the alien races prepared their own champions. They saw the challenge as little more than a formality, a bit of sport before officially declaring humans a lowly species. Grak sharpened his claws, chuckling to himself. This will be fun, he growled. Those puny humans won't know what hit them. But in her hidden observatory, Zara the Watcher looked on with interest. Don't underestimate them, she whispered to the stars. Humanity has a fire inside that the galaxy hasn't seen in eons. This challenge may have unexpected results. As both Earth and the galaxy prepared for the cosmic challenge, tension built. The stage was set for a contest that would determine humanity's place in the universe. Little did anyone know they were about to witness the awakening of a sleeping giant. The humans were coming, and the galaxy would never be the same. The chosen champions of Earth gathered at a secret facility hidden in the Rocky Mountains. Here, away from prying eyes, they would prepare for the greatest challenge humanity had ever faced. Dr. Emily Chen stood at the front of the room, her eyes scanning the diverse group before her. Welcome, she said, her voice filled with determination. We have 30 days to prepare for the cosmic challenge. It won't be easy, but I believe in us. Jamal Okafor, the Olympic athlete, stretched his muscular arms. "So, what's the plan, Doc? How do we train for something we know nothing about?" Sofia Mendoza, the chess champion, spoke up. "We need to think outside the box. These aliens will expect us to be primitive. We'll use that to our advantage." And so began the most intense training program in human history. Each day was filled with physical exercises, mental puzzles, and teamwork challenges. The champions pushed themselves to their limits and beyond. In one corner of the facility, Jamal trained on a gravity-altering treadmill, preparing his body for unknown alien environments. Sweat poured down his face as he ran, the machine simulating everything from low gravity to crushing pressure. Nearby, Sophia sat surrounded by holographic screens, solving complex mathematical equations and strategy games. Her mind raced through countless scenarios, preparing for any mental challenge the aliens might throw at them. Dr. Chen worked tirelessly in the lab, studying the limited data they had on alien technology. She knew that human ingenuity would be their secret weapon. "We might not have their advanced tech," she muttered to herself, "but we have something they don't expect: creativity." As the days passed, the team grew stronger, smarter, and more unified. They learned to combine their skills in ways they never thought possible. Jamal's physical prowess, Sophia's strategic mind, and Emily's scientific knowledge blended into a formidable force. But it wasn't just about individual skills. The human champions learned to work together, to trust each other implicitly. They shared stories of their lives, their hopes, and their fears. In doing so, they forged a bond stronger than any alien technology. One evening, as the team sat around a campfire under the starry sky, Zara the Watcher observed them from her hidden ship in orbit. She marveled at their progress. "Incredible," she whispered. "In just a few weeks, they've evolved more than some species do in centuries." Meanwhile, across the galaxy, the alien races were growing impatient. They had expected the humans to arrive unprepared and scared. Instead, there was radio silence from Earth. Grak paced in the Galactic Council chamber, his claws clicking against the floor. "What's taking those primitive creatures so long?" he growled. "Don't tell me they're too scared to show up." Lara, ever the voice of reason, replied, "Patience, Grak. Remember, their technology is limited. The journey will take them some time." But deep down, even Lara felt a twinge of unease. Something about the human silence didn't sit right with her. Back on Earth, the day of departure finally arrived. The champions gathered one last time in the facility's main hall. Dr. Chen stood before them, her face a mix of pride and determination. "Today, we carry the hopes and dreams of our entire species with us," she said. "Remember, we're not just fighting for ourselves. We're fighting for every human who has ever looked up at the stars and wondered what's out there." Jamal nodded, his eyes blazing with determination. "We'll show those aliens what humans are made of." Sophia added, "They think they're dealing with cavemen. Let's show them they're dealing with the apex predators of the universe." As one, the team turned and walked towards the sleek spacecraft that would carry them to the cosmic challenge. It was a ship of human design, built in secret using reverse-engineered alien tech from crashed UFOs. Another surprise for their alien hosts. As the ship's engines roared to life, millions of humans around the world watched on their screens, hearts swelling with pride and hope. This was humanity's moment to shine. In her hidden observatory, Zara smiled to herself. "And so it begins," she said softly. "The galaxy has no idea what's coming." The human ship streaked into the sky, leaving Earth behind. The cosmic challenge awaited, and humanity was ready to show the universe what they were truly capable of. The human ship emerged from hyperspace with a flash of light. Before them loomed a massive space station, its sleek metal surface glinting in the light of an alien sun. This was the venue for the cosmic challenge. Inside the ship, Dr. Emily Chen took a deep breath. "Well, team, we're here. Remember your training." Jamal Okafor cracked his knuckles. Let's show these aliens what Earth is made of. As their ship docked, the human champions were met by a delegation of alien races. The diversity was staggering. Beings of all shapes, sizes, and colors. Some floated, some crawled, others walked on multiple legs. Grak, the Craxus leader, stepped forward. His yellow eyes narrowed as he looked at the humans. "Welcome, Earthlings," he said, his voice a low growl. "We were beginning to think you wouldn't show up." Sofia Mendoza, the chess champion, smiled coolly. "We wouldn't miss this for the world. Or should I say, for the galaxy." The alien crowd murmured. They hadn't expected the humans to be so confident. Silara, the Lumina leader, approached next. Her luminescent body pulsed with soft light. "The first trial begins in 1 hour," she announced. "Prepare yourselves." As the humans were led to their quarters, Zix, the Zortan captain, whispered to Grak. "They seem different from what we observed on their planet. More capable." Grak snorted. "Don't be fooled. They're still primitive. The first trial will prove it." 1 hour later, the cosmic challenge began. The first trial was a test of physical endurance. Champions from various worlds gathered in a massive arena. The challenge: to cross a constantly shifting landscape filled with obstacles and hazards. Jamal stepped up for the humans. He faced off against a 6-legged Craxus warrior, a gelatinous blob from Gluten Prime, and several other alien athletes. The starting horn blared. Jamal burst into action. He leaped over shifting platforms, ducked under swinging obstacles, and climbed sheer walls with incredible agility. The alien spectators watched in growing astonishment. The human was keeping pace with, and even outperforming, some of the galaxy's top athletes. Halfway through the course, the Craxus warrior, confident in victory, tried to shove Jamal off a narrow bridge. But Jamal, anticipating the move, used the alien's momentum against him. With a quick sidestep and a push, he sent the Craxus tumbling off the bridge instead. The arena fell silent. Then, unexpectedly, cheers erupted from some of the alien spectators. They appreciated a good show, regardless of who was providing it. Jamal crossed the finish line third, behind the gluten blob, and a winged being from a high-gravity world. It wasn't first place, but it was far better than anyone had expected from a primitive human. As Jamal rejoined his team, breathing hard but grinning, Dr. Chen patted him on the back. "Excellent work, Jamal. You've shown them we're not to be underestimated." The next trial was a test of mental acuity. Sofia Mendoza stepped up to a holographic console. The challenge was to solve a complex, multidimensional puzzle that shifted and changed constantly. Sofia's fingers flew over the controls. Her mind, honed by years of chess and now enhanced by the team's intensive training, saw patterns where others saw chaos. The alien competitors struggled, some giving up in frustration, but Sofia pressed on, her face a mask of concentration. Suddenly, the hologram flashed green. Sofia had solved the puzzle in record time, beating even the silicon-based life forms from the Logica system. The alien audience was stunned into silence. Then Silara's voice rang out. "Incredible. The human has set a new galactic record." In the shadows of the viewing gallery, Zara the Watcher smiled to herself. "And so it begins," she murmured. "The awakening of a new power in the galaxy." As the humans celebrated their early successes, the mood among the alien leaders was tense. Grak paced back and forth, his claws clicking angrily on the floor. "This is impossible," he snarled. "They must be cheating somehow. Humans can't be this capable." Silara shook her head, her body pulsing with thoughtful light. "I don't think they're cheating, Grak. I think we may have severely underestimated them." As the first day of trials came to an end, the galaxy was abuzz with news of the humans' unexpected performance. Bets were being hastily revised, and many were beginning to wonder, what other surprises did these Earthlings have in store? The human team, exhausted but exhilarated, gathered in their quarters. Dr. Chen looked at each of them with pride. Great work, everyone. But remember, this is just the beginning. Tomorrow, we show them even more of what humanity can do. As the second day of the cosmic challenge dawned, the atmosphere on the space station had changed. Aliens from all corners of the galaxy now watched the humans with a mix of curiosity and unease. The jokes about Earth had stopped. Now, everyone wondered what these surprising creatures would do next. The day's first trial was a test of adaptability. Champions from each world were placed in a chamber where the environment changed rapidly and unpredictably. The goal was to survive and thrive in conditions ranging from Arctic cold to scorching heat, from crushing pressure to near vacuum. Dr. Emily Chen stepped up for the humans. As she entered the chamber, she felt the air turn frigid. Ice crystals formed on her eyelashes. But Emily was prepared. She activated a device on her wrist, a product of her late-night innovations. A thin, shimmering field enveloped her body, regulating her temperature. The alien spectators murmured in surprise. This was not the primitive technology they had expected. As the chamber shifted to a boiling swamp, then to a windswept plateau, Emily adjusted her device accordingly. She not only survived each change but used the environments to her advantage, collecting useful materials and even thriving in conditions that sent other competitors scrambling for safety. In the viewing gallery, Grak's eyes narrowed. That device, he growled. It's not possible. Their world doesn't have that technology. Solara watched thoughtfully. Perhaps, she said, we don't know as much about their world as we thought. The next trial tested problem-solving skills. Competitors faced a series of increasingly complex mechanical puzzles. The twist? They had to solve them while suspended in zero gravity. Sofia Mendoza floated up to the first puzzle, a jumble of gears and levers. As she worked, she didn't just solve the puzzle, she improved it. Where others saw only one solution, Sofia saw multiple possibilities. She rearranged components, creating more efficient configurations that even the puzzle designers hadn't considered. The alien judges were astounded. One of them, a multi-eyed being from the engineering world of Mechanion, actually applauded Sofia's innovations. As the trials progressed, the human team continued to surpass expectations. Jamal's physical prowess, Emily's scientific brilliance, and Sofia's strategic mind combined in ways that left their alien competitors struggling to keep up. But it wasn't just their individual skills that impressed. The humans showed an uncanny ability to work together, supporting each other and adapting their strategies on the fly. Where other species relied on rigid hierarchies or preset plans, the humans were fluid, creative, and unpredictable. In one particularly challenging trial, teams had to navigate a complex maze filled with traps and puzzles. The humans split up, communicating through their own coded language they had developed during training. They solved puzzles in record time, dodged traps with almost precognitive skill, and even repurposed some of the traps to clear their path. As they emerged from the maze, victorious and barely winded, a hush fell over the alien audience. Then, slowly, applause began to build. It started with a few tentative claps and grew into a thunderous ovation. The humans had won not just the trial, but the respect of the galactic community. In her hidden observatory, Zara the Watcher nodded with satisfaction. "Do you see now?" She whispered to the stars. "This is why we watch. This is why we wait. Because sometimes a species comes along that can change everything." Back in the council chamber, the alien leaders were in an uproar. Some demanded the humans be disqualified, claiming they must be using illegal enhancements. Others argued for a reassessment of Earth's status in the galactic hierarchy. Amidst the chaos, Solara's calm voice cut through. "Friends," she said, her light pulsing steadily, "I think it's time we faced the truth. We have gravely underestimated the humans. They are not the primitive species we thought they were. They are something new." Grak, for once, was speechless. He stared at the holographic replays of the human victories, his worldview crumbling before his eyes. As the day's trials came to an end, The human team gathered in their quarters. They were tired but exhilarated. Dr. Chen looked at her teammates with pride. "We've shown them what we can do," she said. "But tomorrow is the final showdown. Are we ready?" Jamal grinned, cracking his knuckles. "Ready? Doc, we're just getting started. Tomorrow, we show the galaxy that humanity isn't just ready to join them. We're ready to lead." As the humans prepared for their final challenge, a sense of anticipation filled the space station. The galaxy held its breath, waiting to see what these remarkable Earthlings would do next. The tables had turned, and the cosmic challenge was about to reach its thrilling conclusion. The space station buzzed with excitement as the final day of the cosmic challenge arrived. Aliens from every corner of the galaxy crowded the viewing galleries, eager to witness the climax of this unprecedented event. The human team stood ready, facing their final and most difficult trial yet. Silara's voice echoed through the station. "Champions, this is the ultimate test. You will face a simulated crisis that threatens an entire solar system. Your goal is to save as many lives and planets as possible. You have 1 hour." The human team exchanged determined looks. Dr. Emily Chen spoke for them all. "Whatever happens, we face it together." As they entered the simulation chamber, the scene unfolded before them. A massive asteroid, the size of a small moon, was hurtling towards a populated solar system. 6 planets, each with unique environments and species, were in danger. The alien teams rushed to their stations, each adopting a different approach. The Craxus immediately began working on weapons to destroy the asteroid. The Lumina focused on evacuating the planets. Other species chose to focus on saving only the most advanced civilizations. But the humans paused, observing the entire system. Sofia Mendoza's strategic mind went into overdrive. "We need to think bigger," she said. "This isn't just about stopping the asteroid. It's about saving everyone and everything." Jamal nodded, already warming up. "What's the plan?" Emily's eyes lit up. "I have an idea. It's risky, but it might just work." As the other species scrambled with their individual plans, the humans worked as one. Emily began calculating complex gravitational equations. Sophia coordinated their efforts, creating a master plan that utilized each team member's strengths. Jamal prepared for the physical challenges ahead. Their plan was audacious. Instead of destroying the asteroid or evacuating the planets, they aimed to redirect it. By carefully altering its trajectory, they could use the asteroid's gravity to shift the orbits of the threatened planets, moving the entire system out of harm's way. It was a plan so complex, so precise, that it seemed impossible. The alien spectators watched in disbelief as the humans set their plan in motion. Emily's calculations guided Sophia's strategic placement of gravity generators. Jamal, using a simulated spacecraft, placed these generators at key points around the asteroid and planets. As the hour ticked away, the tensions rose. The asteroid drew closer. Some of the alien teams had already given up, accepting the loss of several planets as inevitable. But the humans pressed on. With minutes to spare, they activated their network of gravity generators. The asteroid began to slow, its path bending ever so slightly. The planets shuddered, their orbits shifting. For a heart-stopping moment, it seemed like it wouldn't be enough. The asteroid was still coming, still threatening destruction. Then, with a collective gasp from the alien audience, the impossible happened. The asteroid swung wide, missing the outermost planet by a hair's breadth. Its gravity, now a tool rather than a threat, helped to stabilize the new orbits of the planets. As the simulation ended, silence fell over the space station. Then, a roar of applause erupted. The humans had done it. They had saved not just one planet, but an entire solar system, without a single loss of life. In the council chamber, the alien leaders were stunned. Grak, the once arrogant Craxus leader, shook his head in disbelief. "How?" he muttered. "How did they do it?" Silara, her body glowing brightly with excitement, replied. "They did what we thought impossible. They worked together, not just as a team, but as a united force. They saw the big picture and found a solution that benefited all. As the human team exited the simulation chamber, exhausted but triumphant, they were met with a hero's welcome. Aliens of all species crowded around them, offering congratulations and praise. Dr. Chen, her eyes shining with pride, addressed the gathered crowd. "This is what humanity is capable of," she said. "We don't just survive. We don't just adapt. We innovate. We find ways to save everyone, not just ourselves. This is who we are." In her hidden observatory, Zara the Watcher smiled. "And so," she whispered, "a new era begins." As news of the humans' incredible victory spread across the galaxy, the once mocked planet Earth was suddenly the center of attention. The cosmic challenge had revealed a truth that would change the galaxy forever. Humanity was not just ready to join the galactic community. They were ready to lead it into a new age of cooperation, innovation, and hope. The final showdown was over, but for humanity, the real journey was just beginning. The days following the cosmic challenge were a whirlwind of activity. The human team, once ridiculed as primitive beings, now found themselves at the center of galactic attention. Every alien race wanted to meet them, to understand the secret of their success. In the Grand Hall of the Galactic Council, a historic meeting was about to take place. The human champion stood before the assembled leaders of the galaxy's most powerful civilizations. The atmosphere was charged with excitement and a hint of nervousness. Silara, her luminescent body glowing softly, stepped forward. "Honored representatives of Earth," she began, her voice filled with respect. "You have shown us that we were gravely mistaken in our assessment of your species. On behalf of the Galactic Council, I extend our deepest apologies and our warmest welcome to the cosmic community." Dr. Emily Chen nodded graciously. "We accept your apology and your welcome. Humanity is eager to join and contribute to this grand tapestry of galactic life." Grak, the Craxus leader, shifted uncomfortably. His earlier arrogance had been replaced by a grudging respect. "I must admit," he growled, "your performance was impressive. The Craxus would be honored to establish diplomatic relations with Earth." One by one, representatives from various alien races stepped forward, offering alliances, trade agreements, and cultural exchanges. The humans accepted each offer with grace and enthusiasm. Sofia Mendoza, ever the strategist, saw an opportunity. "While we're deeply honored by your offers," she said, "we believe this is a chance for more than just Earth's integration into the galactic community. This is an opportunity for all of us to create a new kind of cooperation." Jamal nodded, adding, "We've seen what we can achieve when we work together. Imagine what the combined knowledge and skills of all our races could accomplish." The alien leaders murmured among themselves. Silara's glow brightened with interest. "What do you propose?" she asked. Dr. Chen stepped forward. "A new galactic initiative," she said, "a project that combines the unique strengths of each of our civilizations. Together, we could tackle the greatest challenges facing our galaxy, from curing diseases to reversing environmental damage, from advancing space exploration to ensuring peace among all species." The hall fell silent as the aliens considered this bold proposal. Then, slowly, voices of agreement began to rise. The idea of a united galactic effort, inspired by the humans' approach during the challenge, caught fire among the assembled leaders. As discussions continued, plans began to take shape. Earth would not just join the galactic community. It would help lead it into a new era of cooperation and progress. In a quiet corner of the hall, Zara the Watcher finally revealed herself to the humans. "You have done more than prove yourselves," she said, her ancient eyes twinkling. "You have changed the course of galactic history." Back on Earth, news of humanity's triumph and the dawning of a new galactic age spread like wildfire. People took to the streets in celebration. The old divisions of nation and creed faded as a new, united human identity emerged. Cosmic citizens, ready to take their place among the stars. In the following months, The changes were swift and profound. Alien technology began to solve Earth's greatest problems. Clean energy, food shortages, and devastating diseases became things of the past. In return, humanity's creativity and adaptability breathed new life into alien civilizations that had grown stagnant. Universities across Earth began offering courses in xenobiology and interstellar diplomacy. The first human embassy on an alien world opened, with Jamal proudly cutting the ribbon. Sophia found herself lecturing to packed auditoriums of multi-species students, eager to learn human strategies and problem-solving techniques. Dr. Chen led a multi-species team of scientists, combining Earth's scientific method with alien technologies to push the boundaries of what was possible. Their first joint project, a device to rehabilitate dying stars, promised to extend the lifespan of entire solar systems. As Earth's first faster-than-light ship prepared for its maiden voyage, a small ceremony was held. The ship's name was unveiled, Cosmic Challenger, a reminder of where this journey had begun. Standing before the sleek vessel, Dr. Chen addressed the gathered crowd of humans and aliens. "Today, we embark on a new adventure," she said, "not as conquerors or competitors, but as explorers and collaborators. The stars once seemed out of reach. Now, they are our new home, and every species in this vast galaxy is our new family." As the Cosmic Challenger lifted off, carrying a diverse crew of humans and aliens, a new chapter in galactic history began. The species that was once laughed at had become the catalyst for a great galactic renaissance. Humanity had not just proven itself. It had changed the very nature of cosmic civilization, ushering in an age of unprecedented cooperation, discovery, and hope. The future of the galaxy had never looked brighter.